I recently saw a video, and I know it's old video, but talking about Tyson Fury and Watergate.
Yeah.
So you saw the video?
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah.
I'm mad late to the party. I just saw it.
Yeah, I seen it before, and I didn't think nothing of it. But you know, when you have Evander Holyfield kind of speaking to, you know, situations like that happening to himself, him experiencing, feeling like he had drunk spiked water, you know, it kind of puts some validity on what, you know, Wilder was trying to say. And if anybody seen the video, there's two separate videos where after the fight, after the Wilder 2 fight, he refused to drink water and asked where did that water come from.
What do you remember about the knockdowns in that fight?
Don't drink no more water because there's none of that. Tyson, don't drink no more water because there's none of that. Tyson, don't drink no more water because there's none of that.
So, you know, because of his background and his history of kind of shady things, a lot of alleged, it just looks a certain way.
This is where I have a love-hate relationship with boxing, man. Because I love the purest form of me versus you. And we talk about this all the time, where you can have all the advantages against a guy, and that guy is so in your chest and so determined, he could break your will and beat you. The purest form. I love boxing in that sense. But then we got to talk about the dirty side of boxing. I always want to give someone the benefit of the doubt. I don't like to jump out the window and always accuse someone of, well, this could have happened. Well, you got to show me where there's smoke, there's fire. And I'm going to be honest, man, it's looking like a lot of fucking smoke coming out this corner, man. I'm a Tyson Fury fan, and it's hard to defend all the allegations. And when I saw that video, prior to being a chin checker, Hope Von Dane was pretty out there in my life. I hope my wife don't see this, but you know, I was out there. And coming from a master of manipulation, not with you, babe, nah. That video looks so suspect. Of him grabbing the water, the whole psychology, asking about it, shaking the head. Oh no. Nah, take that back.
Yeah.
Looks real suspect, man.
Yeah, man. And you know, it's always something from his, it's always something from his camp, you know. And like you said, it's getting hard to actually defend him. It really is. I'm not the biggest Tyson Fury fan. I do respect the skills, but you know, when you have the water and multiple times with different accounts of his gloves, and you know, it's crazy whether it was actually in a boxing match where a ref seen that his glove wasn't on properly and had to fix it and he didn't get disqualified, or if it's in sparring where he took out the padding of the glove and the person shows the proof where he's squeezing the glove and he squeezed his, it's like, it's too much. It's too much.
You're referring to the allegations that a sparring partner made where he showed his gloves, which were brand spanking new, padding full, and he went over to Tyson's gloves and it looked like a busted implant.
Yeah. You need to be concerned because of where you're going in your career. Your manager should know about stuff like this and you really got to get I'm sorry to be a dick, but you got to get your manager on board with the entire thing. Because the entire camp, what kind of gloves he wears, like this is your manager's job to protect you. Like I'm supposed to protect you too, but what am I going to say to them? Hey guys, Tyson shouldn't have those gloves, unsafe. Barry, get the fuck out of camp.
Yeah, me too. I'll go home.
Yeah. Like this.
I don't mind 2 weeks. I've done enough. Yeah,
bro, not only these gloves beat up, you can I can tell. No, I can tell.
They pushed
that
it to the
they've
front.
been beating these gloves up on a wall or something. No, you can see that from him.
But I personally
I'm shocked. This does shock me. Like, it doesn't shock me.
Bro, I can't do
It
it.
shocks me.
No, but I don't think
No, don't hear you.
This is Tyson's shit, and these are his bag, his sparring gloves that we've been sparring with. As you can see, there's no fucking padding in here, and all the padding's in the back of his fucking glove. Look at that shit. I could touch my other side of my finger with this shit, and there's shit falling out from the middle of the glove. Does he know who the fuck I am? He must not know, does he? Does he? What? Oh, he does not know. Look at this shit, man. And then, hold on, these are the sparring gloves they told me they got for me. These thick ass, look at, hold on, let's see, watch the squeeze. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Watch this shit. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
But the only thing is, the reason why I always give someone the benefit of the doubt is because you don't know if that's a disgruntled sparring partner who didn't get paid or something like that. And we're not there, but you don't know if someone's setting it up to look like that actually happened or what. That's why I give someone the benefit of the doubt, where even though people showed me the video of him and his sparring partner and the gloves and everything, you don't know what happened between him and his sparring partner. Let's say his sparring partner didn't get paid that week and wants to throw dirt on his name, so he set that whole thing up. You don't know what actually happened. With that water thing, you see it with your own eyes, him mouth. Where did it come from? Oh no. You know, so that's where it becomes a little too much smoke for me, where I already started feeling different towards Tyson Fury, but now I'm really starting to question it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. And, you know, how many times do you give somebody the benefit of the doubt?
Oof.
Against Christian Hammer. Here now is Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the O2 Arena in London as Frank Warren presents the featured bout of the evening, brought to you by Queensberry Promotions in association with Fury Promotions and Hennessy Sports. Sponsored by Raynham Steel, Didier Patisserie, from Sweden, Michael Hook, from Germany, Frank Michael Maas, and from Birmingham, England, Terry O'Connor. Our referee in charge, he'll be giving instructions after the introductions from Twickenham in England, Marcus McDonald. Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by the referee we have an equipment delay, a split glove. We have a short delay before the start of the instructions and the beginning of this bout.
Well, I've not seen this before. Before the fights even started, they found a problem with the glove, presumably sustained while working on the pads before coming out into the ring, and they're having to change it.
It's just that cord, you know, when it attaches the thumb to the glove. Otherwise, you could be thumbing people. Back in the day, you remember, people used to get thumbed in the eye quite often, and that prevents that. So, yeah, it's just showing.
This is not me being a hater. I'm not hating on Tyson Fury. Every time he wins and he becomes the best or the top heavyweight, which he is today, that makes me look good because people know I was on my way to beating him before he did his illegal moves to KO me. So, also, this is about love, not hate. I'm not hating on Fury. I love the sport of boxing. No matter who it was, I will be bringing up this video or doing this video, bringing up this issue. So let's go on with what this whole thing is about. These gloves are the same similar style leather gloves that Tyson Fury wore. These are 10-ounce gloves. Tyson Fury wore 10-ounce gloves. I saw videos done by, I think it was at the Mayweather gym. There were a few fighters there, and they were demonstrating the whole situation on the bag with gloves. Those are like 16-ounce, 18-ounce gloves, bag gloves. These are 10-ounce fight gloves. See how soft they are, all right? Also, we see the video, we see the picture, what started me off was the picture. I let this stuff go on for about a week, and before I said anything, because I thought it was bull. But then I really looked and I saw the video, and you're seeing the glove flop back. You're seeing it flop back. It's even hard to do it right now. But in the picture, the glove is about like here, throwing a hook. So one, who throws a hook? Who throws a hook like this? slapping a hook. Nobody. No one's taught to slap a hook like that. Why is Tyson Fury throwing a hook like this, especially at that level of boxing? So this is exactly what he's doing. And I got my hand in the 10 ounce. This is my hand fully in. All right? I'm gonna throw the hook. All right? Now in the Mayweather video, they said you can't. Oh man, I can't throw the hook. It hurts my hands if it's pulled down. Tyson Fury is literally pulling down in the fight. At some point, he's pulling down his hand. He's letting his hand slip down to here, so where the knuckles are not protected by any padding. So now he's landing, as you see in the video footage for the pictures, he's landing the shot on the chin with this part of the glove where there's no padding. What he gets out of that is you get basically almost a skin on bone to an extent with just this thin layer of leather. So they were saying you can't throw a left hook without hurting your hand. I'm gonna demonstrate full force. This is my hand is right there in the wrist. That's as hard as I can throw. All right, you want to get on the other side?
Yeah.
Also, when you look at the picture, let's move this. Also, when you look at the picture or the video, you see the glove wrap around Deontay Wilder's ear. It's like, why is he slapping it like that? Who opens their hand and throws a hook? Who does that? He's not throwing it with his hand all the way in the glove. That's why it's happening. It's looking like that.
Throw it again. I want to see it from this side.
I'm gonna throw it with my hand in the knuckles, right here. That was a hard shot. It didn't hurt my hand. You gotta realize also, when you're in a fight, you're fighting in a world championship fight, any fight, you have adrenaline that's pumping like crazy. So you're not feeling any pain. If winning a world championship, the heavyweight world championship is at stake, I take a little pain, but that didn't even hurt. Next is, I'm gonna bring out the fact of the flick jab. I'm not even disputing the flick jab. That's not an issue. I came up with Chris Bird. He the master of the flick jab. You know what I mean? That's the flick jab. That's the flick jab. Right there. What Tyson Fury is doing, what I'm disputing, is the hook. There's no way you're throwing a flick hook. All right? When he threw the hook, with his force, the glove was literally back here. Back here. No one has yet explained that. Everybody always diverts to the flick jab. So, ladies and gentlemen, I believe Tyson Fury is sliding his hand down to get the advantage of hitting harder. The punch is landing from the knuckles or the hand wrap and just this thin layer of leather and not the padding, all right? Take it as you will, Tyson Fury fans. That's what it looks like that man is doing. Usyk Cunningham out.
How many times do you do that? Because in life, if somebody does something to you over and over and over, where, you know, they're basically screwing you over, how many times are you going to keep giving that person the benefit of the doubt? And you actually know that person versus somebody who you don't know.
Yeah, man. The subject, man, also running around there. I'm not sure if it's confirmed yet, but we have Terrence Crawford and Shawn Porter are in talks.
Yeah. Ordered by the WBO. Yep. And we will see what happens within the next 30 days. If not, it goes to a purse bid.
Where do you see that fight going?
It's really hard to say. The reason why it's hard to say is because Shawn Porter has a style where it is hard for anybody. I don't think anybody, you know what, let me take that back. Nobody has looked clean fighting Shawn Porter. Nobody. His style, you have to fight his style and you have to outwork him to win. If you don't, you're not going to win. Terrence Crawford is a technician in there. Even with that, I don't think he's going to make a clean win. I don't think it's going to be a clean win for him. I think he's going to get hurt. He may even get dropped.
I was going to say, man, I'm going to throw it out there. Terrence Crawford, I appreciate it. I think this is a more dangerous fight for him than Errol Spence.
Wow.
I just think the grungy, physical nature, the dirty dog in Shawn Porter, maybe, like you said, it may be a little too rough for him to look clean. And while Crawford is an incredible technician in there, Shawn Porter's a dog.
Yeah.
He was extremely physical with my man Errol Spence. Even though Spence got the W, it wasn't easy.
No.
No one beat Shawn Porter easy.
Nobody.
I'd be curious to see how this works out because Kell Brook did outbox him. It's tough, man. So, to be honest, I think this is a super dangerous fight for my guy, man.
Are you calling the upset?
I'm calling it. You hearing it here first. Paul Von Dane is calling the upset. Shawn Porter, very close. Decision win.
Decision win.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna go knockdown. I think he may rough him up a bit. Almost like the Adrian Broner fight where he just made it a dog fight and was too much in his chest. So I'm going Shawn Porter, upset win.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna lean with Terrence because he's a dog too, and he's a great finisher. If you get hurt, he's gonna finish you. But I'm still wary about Shawn Porter style. I think Terrence was gonna get hurt in there, but I still see him pulling out the victory.
Definitely gonna be an interesting fight. You got anything else you want to bring up?
Oh, your man. Your favorite fighter, Usyk.
Yo, man.
I know that's your man in them. So,
oh my God.
Usyk and Joshua has been confirmed, and I think that's an interesting fight. You know, Usyk was undisputed.
Usyk is just like school lunch.
How?
School lunch. If you poor, yo, and granted, I grew up poor, so I used to go to the after school lunch program, all that, summer food program, all that. I'm knocking that. I'm just saying, on a championship level, I don't think this guy Usyk deserves to be in that ring. Hasn't proved nothing, hasn't looked like it.
He was undisputed at cruiserweight.
At cruiserweight, man. Come on, he been playing pity pat with the heavyweights, man.
So you didn't care for his performance against
No, you don't gotta say anyone's name. No, it was boring. I don't give a fuck who it was. Could have been King Kong in there. I was like, yo, this shit is whack, man. That's just my opinion. I've already been getting the hate on this guy. I personally feel he's not a bad fighter, but he's a bad heavyweight. And he's not that talented of a fighter where I want to see him be boring. I already spoke about it. Years ago, one of my favorite fighters to watch was Chris Bird. But I felt Chris Bird defensively was right in your face, but untouchable. So I used to love watching him outbox people. This guy is not Chris Bird. But it's almost like if he got Chris Bird power. He doesn't sit on his punches, he pity pats. Oh my God, I don't even want to talk about this shit.
So, okay. So let's get to the steak and potatoes. Let's get to it right away. Who do you think wins the match?
Oh man, I got AJ winning, but I think it's gonna go to a boring ass decision. Almost like when he fought Parker. Joseph Parker. It's gonna look like that. A very ugly, boring fight in there with a guy who's got some boxing skill, enough to make it competitive, but it's ugly. Ugly and boring, and the decision goes to AJ, man.
Now,
I'm an AJ fan, man. I'm a huge AJ.
Yeah, that's a little biased because I wanted to ask you this. Usyk has been considered on a pound for pound a number of times. I think currently he may be top 10 in maybe a lot of people, maybe. But he definitely was on there after the undisputed that he got at cruiserweight. Do you think that he is a better boxer than Joshua, or do you think Joshua is an actual better boxer than him?
He might have the slight edge in boxing over AJ because AJ is very robotic, but AJ's a pretty decent boxer. AJ counter punches. It's just his physical build isn't really ideal for a boxer. If you look at all the greats, none of them were built like Apollo. You know, he looks like he came from one of those Greek statues, man. You know, AJ's a good-looking guy, man. He looks like a bodybuilder. He doesn't really have the ideal build that's built for a boxer. So due to his physical build, I don't think he's a great boxer. I think he's very good, but I do like a lot of his tools. I don't want to spend too much time talking about the boxing champion of the world. That's what it looks like he's slap boxing in me. If we were talking about like a slap boxing league, I think he'll be the man. He'll be pound for pound king, but I ain't paying for that.
Charlo is not getting that rematch right away. Did you know that?
No, I did not. So you're gonna have to fill me in on this. What's going on?
Yeah, he is fighting this guy from Russia who he has about like 28 letters in his name, so I'm not even gonna attempt that. So he's fighting that guy. Well, I don't want to say that. It hasn't been confirmed, but this guy apparently took step aside money twice. I don't think he's gonna take it a third time. So he's his mandatory. I forgot for which belt, but he's his mandatory. His other mandatory is Lubin, but they said that he has to fight this guy. So I don't think he's going to get that rematch right away. What do you think that does for him with, seeing how a lot of people thought he didn't win that fight, man?
We both had him losing, man. We're both fans of him. So again, this isn't a bashing. Tell him drop the belt, but he's trying to unify. I think you gotta fork up that money and do the step aside money, man. I think you have to, at least for your own personal. Well, it depends on how he views it. When he speaks about it, he almost sounds like he doesn't think he lost. Not sure if he really feels that way. But at least to everyone in boxing, a lot of people that were watching, a lot of spectators, even you had him losing.
Yeah.
I think you got to get that immediate rematch, man. I mean, you already made quick work of Lubin, so it's no disrespect. He's actually been doing pretty good on the comeback trail.
Yeah, he worked his way back up to number one.
But I don't know the other opponent he's going to fight. But I think you got to pay that step aside money and go back immediately, man.
You know, I agree with you. I'm not sure how much that would be. I don't know the figure or the amount that would be, but this is kind of like what we talked about earlier with Alexa, with the whole legacy over money. Now, he's going to have to be paying a lot of money for legacy.
Yeah.
You know, it's boxing, it's a lot of politics. I think he needs to get that rematch right away, but if the cards don't fall that way, I think he needs to make a statement performance with whoever he gets in the ring with.
Oh, I agree. Styles make fights, and Castano really gave him a hard time. And
I disagree. I think Charlo gave himself a hard time.
Oof.
He didn't throw enough punches. He wasn't active enough. That's really what it is. He wasn't active enough, and when he had the guy hurt, he didn't finish him. He didn't attack. And sometimes when he does attack, sometimes he looks overzealous and he misses some shots. But be more calculated. But pressure. He didn't do that.
Yeah, and we both said had he at least dropped him, we could respect the draw. But I think everyone had him losing, maybe by a round.
Mm-hmm.
A draw isn't something to be completely outraged, but by most spectators, he lost. So we definitely want to see that rematch, man. Definitely.
Yo, man, that's our show for today, guys. We got some special little projects that we're doing. More memes are coming your way. So follow us on everything, guys. Keep us in your notifications. Watch us. We out there.
Yeah, definitely. Also, check out what just dropped recently, Dream Fights between Mayweather versus Hearns.
Yeah.
So we appreciate y'all.
So bothered about that. You got 2 kids, huh? No, I just have the one. Really? It's terrible, bro.
Yo.
That's just gonna bother me all day, man.
Yo, blame it on Google, man.
Oh man, bro.
Yo,
I was gonna call her that, man. I don't know if she got a nickname or not, but I'm gonna call her Mighty Mouse. I'm gonna tell her too, like, yo, that should be a nickname, man. Call me Mighty Mouse.
Mighty Mouse. Alexis Mighty Mouse Martinez. Yo, it goes off the tongue.
Yeah.